Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of XDC APAC Podcast. My name is Sonny Mohanty. I'm the head of ventures and ecosystem building at XDC Network. This podcast is a part of the XDC Tenity Acceleration Program that XDC Network is running with Tenity. So we have shortlisted 8 projects, 8 founders to be very precise. Well, they have co-founders as well. So today we are going to interview or have a discussion with one of the finalists that made it to the cohort. They're called PeerHive. Today I have both the co-founders with me, Michael and Vincent from PeerHive. The whole idea of this podcast, which is actually a part of the acceleration program, is to get to know them more up close and personal, get to know their project in more details, and also expose their project to a wider audience. All right. Thank you for tuning in. And let's just have a quick round of intro from the founders themselves who are here today. Hi, Vincent. Hi, Michael. Welcome to XDC APAC podcast. How are you today?
Awesome.
Good.
Just tiring from all the partying last night.
Yep.
So exactly, this is the busiest week in Singapore with Token 2049. Your demo days were there yesterday as well. So how have been the experience so far?
It's awesome, man. All this event has been giving us a very good experience, and we are moving on from there, trying to bring us to another level in the next coming 1 to 2 months.
Yeah, I think it's great. I've met a lot of people in networking, a lot of people in the industry that are doing RWA and a lot of stuff. Yeah.
I've actually spoken with Vincent very closely. So I would like to know more about you, Michael. Obviously, we'll go to your introductions as well. So let me just let our viewers know what you do at PeerHive.
I'm the co-founder in PeerHive. Normally, what I do is I'm Chief Product Officer. So I manage all the product in PeerHive. In terms of UX, UI, how the user flow, how's the user journey and everything. So I want to make it as friendly as possible for Web2 or Web3 people to come in. So because I feel that most important is to get more people to come in the platform, make it more easy to use, right? And that's my goal as a product manager in PeerHive. Yeah, that's about me.
Welcome to the podcast and welcome to Singapore.
Thanks.
Okay, Vincent, obviously we have had various exchanges. For the sake of this podcast, for our audience, please introduce yourself.
Sure, I always brand myself as the Chief Everything Officer within startup.
Chief what?
Chief Everything.
Chief Everything Officer. Oh, that's good, right?
So I basically do everything. So I assist in the development flow. I assist in the majority of the administrative. Then slowly, I'm moving towards the business and sales operation side. This is combined with our help from our sales team, where we are on the ground and helping all these SME to know their financing, what's their requirements, as well as educating them about blockchains, as well as cryptocurrency in this case. What benefit would they bring on to them? And yeah, in the long run, we are just helping them and helping my teams.
Basically, you both are from Malaysia, right? And PeerHive is incorporated in Malaysia, I'm assuming.
Yep.
And you're catering to the Malaysian market to start with.
Yep.
Right? So tell me, how did you start about PeerHive? Did you have any prior experience of like running similar projects in the traditional financial world? How did you, sort of discover this, platform? What was the need behind launching this platform?
When me and my 2 other co-founders started PeerHive is during 2022, late 2022, we were looking around, it's through a late night chat. We say that, hey, in the crypto market, there's a lot of speculative trading and a lot of people is not getting any output from there. I said, why not we just do financing on chain and help them to do debt financing, to be exact, and it's collateralized. In this case, right, investor using crypto to fund this pool, they can get interest rate coming back. And on top of that, SMEs can use this pool to grow their business, to manage their cash flow easier.
Okay.
So in terms, they are able to get economic output in the long run. And it's not just speculative trading. It's not a zero-sum game in this case anymore.
That's a good one. Speculation, we would like to stay away from any sort of speculation, especially in 2024, when the market is so like mature and corrected itself, right?
Yes.
Okay, coming over to you, Michael. In terms of product, like explain a little bit product simply to our audience. For instance, if I am an investor, how would you pitch me your product?
So I would say that our platform is basically allow SME to get financing. It's that simple, right? So if you want to come in to get financing, you can always come to our platform, and we will always lend money based on the credit union, right? So that's how I'm going to pitch to every SME out there, right? If you need financing, we are the one-stop solution, right? Just come to us, right? And we provide you fund based on your need, on your industry. And we have industry experts that actually have credit union and everything to actually lend money to the SME.
Do you have any specific areas that you focus in terms of SMEs? Because small, medium scale industries, they could be doing any business, right? Do you actually focus on any sector, or you just across the board?
So right now we are focusing on the furniture side, right?
What?
Furniture.
Furniture.
Yeah, okay.
And we're looking in different industry, but right now we're just focusing that sector first. Then we are looking at it could be supplier, like manufacturers and everything. Yeah, but we are focusing on the small scale. Then we're moving to different industry. As I say, we will lend different industry money. Yeah.
So now your focus area is any small SME who is doing business in the furniture sectors.
Yes, correct.
Right? So could be a retailer, could be a wholesaler.
Yes.
Right? So you help them with financing.
Yes.
Yep.
So just to add on, right, we actually have targeted several industry in this case. First of all would be a furniture manufacturing based out in Johor Bahru in Malaysia, as well as in Muar, a small town in the north side of Malaysia. Then after that, we are looking at the cash-heavy logistic industry. Then slowly we are looking at some other very traditional business like your timber sawing association, all these things.
If I understand correctly, I understood this side, SME side, like they're looking for financing. Then there is credit union and there is PeerHive.
Yes.
Can you explain the relationship between these three?
So right now, right, we are white labeling PeerHive platform towards all this association.
Okay.
And we sell this as a add-on benefit for the association for their members.
Associations, maybe define it a little bit so that it's clear.
So if I would like to just to give you an example, right?
Yeah.
A member, like three of us, we are inside an association or a union.
Yeah.
We call this union A. I'm looking for a financing, and I'm looking for financing roughly 80,000. Then from there on, I would just provide the collateral.
Okay.
Then PeerHive will come in, complete all the operations, credit check, compliance check. Then we put onto the association platform. So from there on, the members like you and Michael can just invest in that pool itself. Then at the expiry date, you can get back your principal plus your interest.
I'm known about this business model in the traditional world. Collateral, what do you take as collateral?
We take collateral like your property, plants, equipment, PPE, assets, your trade receivables, as well as your invoices.
Okay, that's the collateral. And the investors who are members of this union, so they get back the principal plus the interest. How
Yes.
much is the interest?
Interest, we are targeting between 5 to 15%, depending on their risk profile, as well as depending on the interest of the lenders or the investor in this case, right? So if let's say the borrower provide a super low interest rate, the investors can technically negotiate the rate with the investors or the borrower in this case. So they could come into a middle point and say, hey, we are willing to give you at this rate. Are you okay with it? If you're okay, can take the money.
So what is the risk for the investors here who are lending or financiers here? Any risk?
Risk of default will still be there.
Yeah. So how do you mitigate that risk?
As PeerHive, right, we will have agents in the ground, on the ground to recover all this asset or claw back on the asset itself.
How different it is from traditional financing?
So we are using stablecoins in this case to do all the transactions, and everything is run on blockchain. So once everything is run on blockchain, all the transaction is very transparent down the road. By using stablecoins, the borrower can directly clear their credit with their exports or their exporters overseas without going through a very costly financing cost. We are looking at least 40 to 50% decrease in financing costs in this case.
Excellent. That's where I wanted to get to, and that's where I wanted to get to XDC Network. Okay, so you were obviously selected, and you were one of the finalists of the XDC Acceleration Program. You had the demo day yesterday. So my question is, next question would be, how did you come to know about this acceleration program, and why did you think XDC Network, which is a layer 1 EVM compatible blockchain in this case, was suitable for your project, was suitable for PeerHive?
Okay, I met with Sonny back in Token 2049, Dubai. We met there, we spoke, and you actually introduced us regarding this program. So we gave it a try. And why we chose XDC is because we believe that XDC RWA-centric approach is very suitable for us. And there's a lot of compatible app dApp on XDC that we can work together, especially one of this app that I couldn't remember the name.
XSwap? Is it XSwap? The DEX, that's a DEX, right?
Yeah, but by Sunil yesterday.
XDC Trade Network.
Yes, XDC Trade Network. I think that would be very beneficial for us over there.
Correct.
So we can digitize all the invoices and everything, can work it together, and everything is run through a XDC network in this case.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, that's the whole idea. Because, see, you can't win solo, right?
Yes.
You need the partnership and the ecosystem to come in together when you are pitching it to your end user, right? In this case, you have the investors, the credit unions, and the SMEs, right?
Obviously.
So obviously, when you partner with XDC, you have this ecosystem support as well. And, as you rightly said, so we can digitize these documents where XDC Trade Network comes into play, along with PeerHive, right?
Yep.
So yeah, perfect. I think that's very clear in terms of the business model. What are your, this is the business model. This is what you want to achieve. Coming back to my questions on licensing, regulations, do you fall into any category or purview of regulations or licenses that you need to perform to grow your business, or even just perform your business?
To have a full disclaimer, right? We haven't actually approached any law firm out there, but we technically, I look through most of these jurisdictions in Malaysia, and there's no regulation regarding credit union, to my extended knowledge. But I'm happy to be proven wrong, and maybe we can work on that. But because this is also a closed loop ecosystem, right? We are not introducing retail investors right now. So it gives our user, technically they are accredited investors in this case. They know each other.
So the credit unions are accredited investors?
Yes, because the majority of these SMEs, right, they have a lot of cash. They are doing cash management. So they can just use the credit union within the association to manage their cash to maximize their return on that.
Okay. Oh, that's a good way of managing cash flow, right?
Yes.
Coming to the program itself, how useful or beneficial was it for? It was like you had 4 master classes.
Yes.
Obviously 2 physical master classes in Singapore, and others were virtual. Do you think this program actually helped you to fine-tune your pitch, your business model? So what are your feedback about the program?
We managed to turn our pitch deck and our business model to better one, right? So we have feedback from a lot of friends, feedbacks from SDC, feedback from Tenity, right? To see what's the issue, right, in the business model. As a product itself, myself, right? So I always like the feedback, right? Get feedback and everything. So from there, we tune our business model. We meet a lot of people, get feedback from them. Yeah. So I feel that it's very good on the masterclass, right? Even online, right? We meet different founders in this course and everything, and everyone giving feedback. And I think that's most important thing in the masterclass.
Yeah.
So sorry, just to add on, right? During one of this masterclass, in fact, we are changing our ideal customer profile, which is ICP in this case, from your normal SME towards association in this case. So we are doing enterprise bulk sales to them as well, because we are selling this as a advantage or a benefit for them.
That's where this program helped you to rethink about your ideal customer profile, which is ICP.
Yes.
Perfect. That's what we want, right?
Yes, obviously.
Great. Good to know that. So yeah, I think the program ends next month, if I'm not wrong. And I think you probably have some other masterclasses or any ideas?
I think it ended with the demo day yesterday. I'm not sure, but I think the next few weeks would be in terms focusing in legals as well as something like company structure or something like that.
Because that's also key, the token issuance entity, right?
Yes.
Where do you issue your tokens? Especially we live in Singapore. I mean, obviously we are very close, right? Singapore, Malaysia, these jurisdictions, we know the implications of token issuance, right? So that's key. And obviously the whole idea of this program, whole idea of the demo day was to also get you access to other investors besides XDC. Obviously, you are building your solution on XDC Network. As much as we are investing, we'd also like PeerHive to grow through other investors, right? So any good meetings, any positive interaction you had in the past few days?
Yeah, for past few days, we have been approached by several investors within the blockchain space. And in fact, one of these investors approached us through Tenity or XDC program together after the demo day yesterday. And we have been in great talks, and we may be pitching to their committee in the next 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, it's after the token 2049.
Oh, that's very good. That's what we would like to know, right? Obviously, to ensure that this program is, or how do you measure the success of this program is you guys getting, in other investors, other partnerships as well, right? I know that PeerHive has managed to launch on the XDC mainnet, right? And obviously, in the roadmap, we would like to see your product solution like a transaction, right, happening on the blockchain itself, right? That obviously gives a lot of confidence to other investors and the ecosystem that yes, this is something that is on the XDC network, and we could also partner with PeerHive, right? That's how you grow, right? With partnerships, investments, and these are all interrelated. Now let's take a step back. What kind of obstacles did you guys face, if any, when you actually launched this platform? Any obstacles?
I think from product side, before we launch these platforms, right, we do research, right, like to understand the market, right, whether there's people using it, and whether how easy to bring Web2 user to come in also, right? Because we need to educate them, right, how to use blockchain and everything. And from product side, first is the research, right? After the research, we need to build the platform, right? So for me, it's always talking about resources, right? I always told Vincent that we need more people to build the stuff, and we have limited timeline. And I've been managing the time for how to build the product in time frame, right? And not just building product, but make sure the user journey will be easier for user to come in and also sign up and everything. So for me, is basically managing the product side. So that was a bit tough, right? Because we have limited resources. We need to get this thing out in time.
Oh, that's good. I mean, obviously, good to share with the audience, right? So what's your immediate, what are you looking for in the next 3 to 6 months? What are you asking for?
In the next 2 to 3 months, we have 2 main problems that we want to solve. First of all, would be to get our first paying customer. And right now, we are focusing in one POC for one of these associations in Malaysia. We are still starting to educate them regarding blockchains. And slowly, we can bring them on. Maybe in the next 3rd month onwards. Then second part is that we need to be clear regarding their rules and regulations by providing this model in Malaysia industry. Is it compliant? Are we hitting on any potential regulations like your Banking Act, your Securities Act? So these are the 2 main issues that we are looking at. In fact, we are looking to get our second legal opinion from local tech specific law firm in Malaysia, which they are very specialized in the industry and is well known by the players there as well.
A lot of things in the
Yes.
pipeline then.
Yes.
Right. Great. It's going to keep you busy. Right. Awesome. So for the interest of time and for our listeners and viewers, if someone wants to sort of collaborate with you, reach out to either of you. So how can they find you? What's the best place they can get a response back from you?
You could search our LinkedIn, Vincent Yo at PeerHive,
Yep.
or you can reach out to our email. I'm vincent.yo at peerhive.app.
You can reach out to me in LinkedIn also, Michael Chia-in. Also email michael.chia peerhive.com. PeerHive app, sorry.
Okay, excellent. So anyone who wants to collaborate with PeerHive, you've already got the details, right?
Yep.
All right, excellent. Coming to the end of this podcast, just want to close on some closing remarks from you guys. Like, again, overall experience.
Overall experience with XDC, just two words, I think. Awesome and nice.
Okay.
Because we got a lot of mentorship from the team, engineering support from XDC development team as well. And yeah, it gave us another runway to scale further in the future. And that's why we are here to help the SMEs.
Okay, perfect. Yes, that's the tagline.
One word, great. Because meet a lot of people, network with a lot of founders, and especially SDC team. Great to help them. Basically, you help us to do a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the whole idea. I mean, besides investments, obviously we know that investments funding are crucial, but without the ecosystem support, there's obviously no fast-paced growth, right?
Yes.
So that's very key. We understand that, and that's why we come together as an ecosystem to help all these projects, including yourself, PeerHive, who are building on XDC and launching their solution in XDC. That's the whole idea that we, take into account.
Yep.
And thank you so much to be, taking your time out of the busy schedule, because this week is full of side events, full of networking events of Token 2049, and obviously you must have other sort of meetings with investors, other partners, in the space. So, but yeah, thank you so much for taking your time and speaking about PeerHive. Is very important for our audience and viewers to understand what PeerHive is, how your outcome of this partnership with XDC Network, right? Which was very crucial. So thank you for explaining the product as well, so simply. And for our audience and viewers, thanks for watching. So this was PeerHive, one of the finalists of the XDC Tenity Acceleration Program. And if you would like to reach out to them, you can directly reach out to them, or you can go to our website and find our various acceleration programs that we're running with Tenity, Plug and Play. We are launching T-Hub as well soon, very soon. So all the details are there, and this is a busy week. Thanks for being with us, and have a great day if you're in Singapore. A lot of Token 2049 first day today, main
Avoid
event.
all the partying, man.
Yes, partying, working, everything, right? This week full on everything, right? Yeah, and stay safe, stay healthy, and do a lot of work, do a lot of networking and partying. And I'll come back with a fantastic podcast with two other founders very shortly. So stay tuned and take care.
Thank you for
All
having
right.
us
Thank
there.
you, everyone.
Thanks.
Thank you.